Hi, my name is Nick Ledet, and I will be presenting to you strategies to use in a classroom to help provide self-esteem to students who might need an extra boost. Um, this presentation I will be doing, um, I will cover objective number 4 from the outline of one of the 5 objectives that we learned throughout this course. Uh, Objective 4 is the candidate will utilize strategies that promote learning, social acceptance, motivation, and self-esteem in students. A child with a healthy dose of self-esteem has the best defense against life's challenges. Adrian Brill said that, and I believe that this quote is very true. A child that has great self-esteem will be able to face life's challenges and adversity the best that he or she can face it with. And not only that, but if they have great self-esteem, their outlook on life will be that much better, and it's a contagious feeling to have good self-esteem about oneself. One of the ways that students can boost their self-esteem and their social acceptance and the promoting different ways to learn, we as teachers can have inclusion with the students. Student engagement is highly critical to promoting social acceptance and self-esteem in students. Just by including them in groups, in group projects, and group activities, their self-esteem will rise from here to here, and that's just great in itself. And then not only the self-esteem, but the social aspect of it. You know, one student A and student B, they work together. Oh man, they're going to become best friends. They know what they're doing. And then you include student C, and then student D, and E, and then F, and then once you include everyone, it's just a contagious atmosphere, and everybody wants to be involved with it. For example, having inclusion in the classroom is student A does not want to be included. He doesn't like the group project. He doesn't think that he thinks that nobody will like his ideas, nobody will listen to him, and so he's just going to go and sit in the corner by himself and just pop and not want to do the project. You as a teacher should go to the group and be like, hey, student A needs to be a part of this project. I think he may have some great ideas that you guys are overlooking. So the group then decides that everyone should be included. So they go to student A and ask questions. Hey, what do you think we should do? How do you think we can improve this? What are your ideas that you have? And then student A will learn that they want his opinion. He wants to feel important. And so hopefully from then on, student A will be a part of the group projects once more and wants to be included in everything. Some strategies that teachers can use. Some teachers like to use stations to incorporate a different style of learning and inclusion as well. For instance, when I work at my grade school, in my math room that I work in, the math teacher does stations. The first station, Station A, is hands-on. Students will learn to interact yet learn the material. There's some students that need the hands-on experience, that need to be able to put their hands on something and figure it out. Oh, hey, this is how this works, so I need to be able to do this with my hands. And if they do repeatedly, then the student will be able to retain that information. And then you have Station A over here. Station B, the regular teacher teaches the assignment for the day. She goes over the class assignment. If anybody needs help, they can ask her. She's right there, and it's like a mini classroom lesson in itself. And then Station C is any coursework related to the assignment or chapter. I know for instance, my math teacher that I work with, she just does most likely tiling of fractions, division, addition, subtraction, things like that. So it's related to math that they can use later down the road. And so when we include all these stations, the student is able to learn in many different ways. Maybe student A doesn't like station A. He's not a hands-on person, but he understands the concept and the material in station B with the regular teacher. Strategies continue. We need to be able to, as teachers, need to be able to recognize the student's ability, not only mentally but physically, so that we can boost their confidence by praising them. Give students positive feedback on assignments and tests. If you give them that, hey, you went from missing 5 questions to missing 3 questions in a matter of a week. That is awesome. Great job, Johnny. That was amazing. Keep it up. But not only having positive feedback on assignments and tests, you have to create an atmosphere where students can learn, ask questions, engage, and ask their peers on their opinions and beliefs. If you create that atmosphere, that environment, if one student wants to learn and ask questions and engage, then their best friend will want to do the same as well because they want to do what they're doing. And then someone else will follow along, and then it will follow. And then it's just a contagious way of getting everybody on board with what you're doing, what you're teaching, and having a positive atmosphere, environment in your classroom. And I think that's what all teachers should strive to have in their classroom, is a positive atmosphere. So here's some more strategies. Another way to boost self-esteem in students is having reading buddies. For example, at my school, it's the 6th grade every Friday. They get to read the kindergarten. 6th grade gets to pick out a lower level book that they get to read to the kindergarten. And more often than not, the kindergartners have books for them to read. So this not only helps 6th grade, but also helps kindergarten. It helps 6th grade simply because they're able to read out loud to another person. If they're having struggles with, say if student A has struggles reading out loud, and they're able to read out loud to a kindergartner or someone that's lower level, that gives them the confidence, hey, I can do this. Hey, someone wants to listen and not judge me for anything like that. So for the 6th grade side, it just boosts their confidence in being able to read. Now for the kindergartner side, that boosts their confidence and self-esteem, which they already probably have great self-esteem. I mean, come on, they're kindergartners. But they're going to think, oh man, I want to be able to do this when I'm in 6th grade. I want to do this now. I want to do that when I'm there. So I got to do good in school. I want to be able to go on to the next grade. So that kind of has their, oh man, I got to do good in school. So it not only benefits 6th grade, if, for example, 6th grade, but it also it benefits kindergarten as well. We as teachers need to tell the students, parents, about what they have done at school. Say they did awesome on a test. They did better on a test than what they think, but the student thinks, oh, I just did all right. Tell the parents. And when the parents know about it, that they're improving, the parents will let the student know at home, hey, your teacher let me know about this. This is awesome. Keep up the good work. And then another way is have conversations about what the student is interested in. Talk about what he or she likes. Go in depth about it. I know, for instance, for me, I have a student who is a history buff like me. And right now, I'm helping as much as I can with this the social studies class. And when I talk about it, this student A, man, he always wants to be the first one to answer it because he knows his stuff. And so I go in-depth conversations with him. Hey, so what was the reasoning behind World War I and what started it? And he'll just go bang, bang, bang. So it's things like that to where you're able to have conversations about what the student likes. Their confidence is going to go up. But most importantly, for them, the students want to know that they're being loved and cared for. You can tell the students it's okay to make mistakes. I make mistakes, and I tell them, hey, that was my apologies, my fault. I'm sorry, I told you that. That was my fault. I'm sorry I did that. I won't do it again. I tell my students that as much as possible. but you also need to let them know that you genuinely care about what they do and how they perform in school. Because what they perform here in school is going to help them shape to what they're going to become when they go into the real world. And so, just genuinely tell them that you care about them, you love them, and that you want them to succeed. I think that's one of the most important things you can do to tell a student. To end on a good note, I, for one, when I was in school, I loved reading comic books. So Calvin and Hobbes by Bill Watterson, all-time favorite. It was told that from my mother that I sometimes acted like Calvin. Calvin is a 6-year-old kid who wants to experience the world outside and not be in school. And so when he is in school, this is kind of the attitude he has towards school. Calvin goes, "This bad grade is lowering my self-esteem." His teacher, Miss Wormwood, goes, "Then you should work harder so you don't get a bad grade." Calvin, just in disbelief, "Your denial of my victimhood is lowering my self-esteem." So, in this comic, Calvin seems to be angry at Miss Wormwood because she wouldn't boost his self-esteem up the way that he wanted her to. And so I just thought that was funny and correlates to what we're talking about here. So, thank you again for watching my presentation.